to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Profits in Daily with Coach Caren Fern. I'm Tara Helena from BizChicks, and Coach Caren is in the house all the way from Toronto, Canada. And we are getting ready to start helping you run a profitable business that's fun to run. Coach, what you got for us today?
Today, oh my gosh, today we're talking about eliminating distractions. And if you guys were following along, we did the whole plan it out, get things ready. Last 2 weeks, we talk about little changes that you can make. And this week, we're going to cover eliminating distractions. And next week, we'll talk about willpower. And the reason we want to do this, we're going into the year. This is the ending off. We're finishing up things. And when you go off for the holiday, you might feel distracted from what you want to do. But I promise you, stay in the moment. So don't be getting in when you finish work. If you're taking 3 days off, 5 days off, whatever that time is, take it off. Enjoy your family. Enjoy yourself. Rest a lot. Enjoy all the good food. Enjoy the people around you and be in that moment. Leave business alone, which means get yourself ready so that you can take that time and truly take it. So that when you get back into business, say, I didn't even have a Christmas vacation because I was busy working. Stop saying that. Stop it. Take the time and relax. Whatever you're trying to do could wait. I know everybody said you got to hurry and you hurried up. That is true and not true. Two things can be done at the same time. And if you've been doing that, and this is the year where you're at, a little spiel here, guys, yes, you can take this into next year where end of December, this is not happening. You're fixing it from this December to the next December. We're fixing that. We're not keeping the nonsense anymore. And so we want to stay really paying attention. Our behavior, how we feel, how we think, the things we do, and stop getting pulled into things you know that you don't want to do.
I had to mute myself because seems like the guys with the blowers know when I go on air. I don't care when I change it to, they find me. But I am really excited about this. I have been talking to several people about this, how distractions can really rob you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes. So we're going to talk about how do we eliminate distractions? Once it's started, what comes up? What parts of you are satisfied with the distraction? Read the last statement. What parts of you are satisfied with the distraction?
Wow.
I mean, a bunch of ladies, we all in business, so we meet and talk about different things. And most of us, we have a couple of us, I'll say, in the group, done our planning ahead of time. But there was people in the group who didn't even do anything yet. And so that was the end of the year, not beating yourself up on what we didn't accomplish, but rather what we've accomplished and what we go doing in the, moving forward. And I tell people, if you're worried about something, take a picture, look at it, because you'd surprise yourself, how much you've accomplished throughout the year. People haven't recognized, and my photos and my videos tell me all the things that I think I hadn't accomplished. And all the steps, bags I made for myself and friends, clothing I sewed for myself, things I made for the family, aprons, just the wonderfulness that I've done, but didn't document it. If you don't document it, you think you didn't do it. All the great dishes I've cooked, all the recipes I've tried.
Oh, my goodness.
Everything is just there. So I've got proof. I talk all the time about having proof that my year was full, even if it wasn't full in every area. There's areas where it was full. So you can look at a full area when you start to want to condemn yourself.
Yes.
I want you to stop doing that. And part of doing that is distraction. Part of doing that is faulting on you. And it just pulls you.
Okay, so let's back up.
Yeah.
Part of that, when we don't track it, is that what you're saying? We don't track it because we're distracted?
No, we don't track it. Distraction isn't there. But we don't track it sometimes
Uh-huh.
because we're afraid to see the results. We're afraid to see
Oh.
the mess up. We're afraid to see, because you can make a bunch of money all year, and if you didn't track it and don't know about it, you could be saying all the time, I have no money, I got no money put away, I can't even save a penny. And the truth is you can, but you haven't been tracking it. So my assistant,
Mhm.
remember, and she said I could say this on air. She gave me permission. She came in and we were talking about where she's at with that and all what she needed to do and all that she cannot do. And the job that she's applying for, because this was only part-time. And we had a good sit down and decide what she needs to do. And this person got some disabilities. So I was like, you got to figure out what you're going to do. And once we figure that out and we get all the debt organized and how it's going to be paid, we sat down and came up with a plan. And I think it's when I saw her last, she was here last week. Yeah, she was
Uh-huh.
like, I can't believe just because it's in my phone to prove it, where I start this year and where I am. You see it in her face, her attitude, her behavior. She's back in therapy, physical, and she has to do physical and I forget the other kind. Like she's doing the things that she was
Mhm.
distracted to not accomplish because she didn't feel it would be beneficial to her. And distraction, part of it, not the whole thing, is somebody believing that they're not worthy of
Mhm.
what they
Mhm.
are doing and they don't bring value to the marketplace. And marketplace doesn't only mean money. Value
Mhm.
marketplace is for your family, it's for you, it's for God, it's all these things wrapped up together. And sometimes we're so, and I teach money, but I tell people to get to the money, to do the things you want to do, this stuff that I talk about is so darn important. Because you can't touch it doesn't mean it's not important. It is very, very, I
Mhm.
repeat, very important. So, without any other hindrance, let's get into it. So,
Okay.
the question was, how do we eliminate distraction? Terry, let me hear your take on it.
You know what? There are so many things when we take those calls. When we take calls from our adult children, a lot of times that can be a real distraction because
Hmm.
we immediately, well, some of us, to immediately start helping them problem solve.
Yes,
And
agreed.
that's taking time away from
Hmm.
what we would ordinarily be working on for ourselves.
Exactly.
Now they
Exactly.
got quarter one, they got quarter two, some of them got quarter three. How many quarters are left?
Right?
When are you going to go to the front of your own line?
Exactly. And so, how do we eliminate distraction? So, let me talk about what Terry talked about. If you have adult children and they call you because you're their mom, and it's okay, you got to know if they're you need to stick it by your computer, next to your phone, somewhere it's visual. And if it's not, I want you to say, "Okay, hon, give me a sec, and I want you to go grab it." And I want you to say these three questions, like whatever you want to put in and add to it is great. Be said. You say, how are you doing? She's going to ask the same question back and forth. You say, what are we focusing on today? And she's
Mm,
going to be surprised, or he, what do you mean, what are we focusing on? We're talking. Yeah, what are we focusing on today? And then when they tell you, you don't read this out, but you say to yourself, I am not the solution. That's all you need to
mm,
tell you,
mm.
not the person. I am not the solution. And then you said, what do you think you can do about it? And let the person tell you. Also, if it's a timing issue, I want you to get to your adult children if you have them and you say, my lunch break is between 12:30 and 1. Maybe I can go to 1:30. And they'll
Mm,
say,
mhm.
but you retire, mom, so what's the big deal? And you say, no, that's when I take my lunch and I really enjoy us talking when I'm having lunch because I feel like you're there. Even though you're not there in person, you're there in spirit. So you're
Uh-huh.
not telling them I don't want to talk to you, and you're not saying that I'm too busy for you, but you're saying we can have this because you get help and I get help. I get a company and you get to give me
Mhm.
whatever is necessary.
Gotcha.
And sometimes when you retire to, people think you can just talk to everybody all day long.
Or that you
People
want
suck
to.
your energy. We don't like to hear it, but it's true.
And some people are just not, conversational like that.
Exactly, exactly. So you also can do it where it's an after work thing. After I finish breathing, and they're like, "Well, mom, I don't. We don't work. I do. I know that work. has been go to work and come back, but I work in the home. I tidy up, I do the gardening, whatever I do, I love it because it keeps my brain active, keep me in the flow of things. So I am keeping up this pattern because as I age, I want to be able to be flexible, moving around and that sort of stuff. They're going to appreciate it, even if it's not right away, but they're going to appreciate it because what daughters do, what sons do is talk about how great their mom are, what she's doing now in life. You can't believe she's joined this club. They want to tell people how great you do, but you also have to allow yourself to be great and do so that they have that because you're giving them something to look forward to when they retire. Gotcha. And we don't realize how many things we're passing down. We're focused on sometime on the money or where I'm going to leave them or they're going to see me. No, I want to have the conversation with them. Even if it's money conversation, I want to have that with them. So when you're having these things happen, the distraction lessens. No, we know it's not going to be eliminated, but it lessens. But your own being is going to come up with different ideas to not let this happen. So we're talking about kids. Let's talk about your friends. You can have different rules for them, but same idea where they're being placed, where they need to be placed. And if it's friends and you love going out, then you set monthly meetup dates or twice a month where you meet and have coffee. So nobody's starving from not talking to you or having that interaction. So they just can't just call and distract you because they know where you are. So often we're afraid to tell people where we are so that when they call us, they feel they have to fill in 2-3 hours with us because they're starving for not having that time with you. Because people connect with people for whatever reason. They connect. My grandmother used to always say it's a spirit taking world. And so when somebody's spirit takes you and they miss you, they don't come out and say, at least us people don't come out and say, I miss you a lot. We just talk. And we just talk because we miss you. I miss you. You miss me. And so we're just talking. And I have come to this thing where I said to my friends, I rarely miss you. And a lot of my friends say, Caren, I miss you so much. I'm like, okay, so today, as much as I want to chit chat with you, I probably just got like 20 minutes. What are we really getting at? Because I can talk to you on Thursday where we can, zoom it out for about 2 hours. I don't mind. So then I'm giving them this opportunity to know. And if it's immediate, I want to be that friend. But if it's not immediate, we can set a date.
Wow.
And we can talk. And so you're eliminating the family kind of distraction. If you're still in business and it's a business situation, you cannot jump on the bandwagon of everything that is taking place in the world. You are not there to do that. That's not your job. You can't do it. You can do it. If you take up, for instance, AI right now, it's hot. And if you're in it and you want to do it and you love it, you got to carve out the time for it. You can't just say jumping. You can't because people, the more you jump to it, the more they're attracted to you and more people will pull that from you. So therefore, if you're selling bags and you need to sew 10 bags a day or cut out 10 bags, whatever the number is, you got to set aside that time and do it. So if somebody call you and it's your work time, you just can't chat with them. Wow. And let me tell you how to solve that. Put on a video. You don't have to have YouTube. And record yourself. So you quiet everything to record. So if anybody's calling you, you can't stop. If you take off all the bing and the ding that happens, so it's not calling you because you're recording yourself. Because if you don't do that and you do a couple of recording and play back, you hear all the stuff that you're picking up. And now you're like, I don't like that. I can't take it. You get rid of it.
Wow.
So
otherwise you wouldn't get a chance to really review what you're doing and whether or not you in fact enjoy it or like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, is just to know, so you don't fall in the complaining gang. Me and my granddaughter was talking about this morning. We hate people who complain, whine, and just don't do anything about what's bothering them.
Okay, are you going to make a change?
Yeah. Like, what are you doing to change in G7?
Wow.
So when I tell you guys, it can lead, this is a big topic, but just sum up that part. Once it gets started, what comes up? Because if you start doing it, what comes up? What feeling come up? If you're a people pleaser, it's going to be harder for you. If you're a recovering people pleaser, you're going to fight it like crazy. Because you're seeking that yourself. That's why it's seeking you. So I want you to journal. I want you to jot it down, even if you're not a formal journaling person. I want you to jot it down. I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to look at the triggers. I want you to pay attention when it come up, because it's going to help you. It can help you with your being. It can help you mindfully, emotionally, financially. If you're the kind of person somebody call you up and say, "Hey, I need this," and you just send it off to them, or they know they can always pop in and get $1 from you, whatever that dollar amount is, they're gonna keep coming. And then when you realize that you don't have enough because you've given and given and given, that's because you're being distracted. Because hey, if my kids call me and they need X, Y, and Z, my kids know that they need to come and tell me why they need it, and they need to tell me what's going on with their budget that brought us to this point. And so this detained them from coming to me because they don't like to discuss that with me. And so, and if we had a problem before, money wise, and we went down that road, I want to know why we're back there. Not because I want to penalize you. I might help you. Most likely I will. But the embarrassment and the feeling of getting there, not to put them down, but to understand. And I always say that to them. It's not like I don't want to help you, but I want to know if this is going to be reoccurring, because then we need to address what we need to do so that is not so. Because financial fatigue is real. It puts a stress on you, and anything that stresses you out causes other disease and problems. And so we want to address why this is reoccurring. You think you have more than you truly have, because what I have is not yours unless I want to give it to you. So you can bank on what I have, and you can bank on a credit card, or you can bank on a loan, because you as an adult need to provide properly. So what do we need to do to fix that? I know it's not right away, so maybe you need a right away, but how are we going to address it? You know, how do we meet and do that? You can have that talk with anybody. But it's hard and difficult, but you can. You can. I promise you can. So whatever it is, could be emotional as well, but it's financial. You can do that with the person, or even with yourself if you find you're getting off course, right? And it's causing distraction because you don't want to address what's the elephant in the room, as we, usually like to say. And number 3. Anyway, any questions, Terry, before I get to number 3?
Oh my gosh. I think this is such a timely subject, because right now, for instance, trying to make magic happen for someone else in the family because they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and trying to make magic happen for their children, that can be a real distraction. And it
Very
can also, distractions can cause you mental fatigue,
Yes.
depression, make you not want to participate,
Yes.
and it can really take the joy out of your holiday.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So the whole thing of getting distracted because someone else didn't prepare.
It's real. It's a real thing, and it really sets people off. And this time of year, as you're saying, it just is, it's heavy. It's heavy for the people who didn't see in October that December come every year. Like, I mean, it comes around. Every month comes around. I remember the first time I was talking to somebody, they said to me, "It's Christmas already, and I don't know what gift to buy," And I said to them, "You had all year." And I promise you, if you had saved $10 all year, you can do this. But you argue with me about what is $10. Well, you start at 10 and you move to 20. And then you'd have all the things you want to do for all the kids you want to give it to. Because you're paying attention. I had somebody, as I told before, say 50 cents a day for 60 days, and then $1. And she's amazed with where she's at, because it's not so much the money that she was saving, was a habit I wanted her to form. And to understand how money works and where it goes and how she's not going to be in debt again.
Exactly.
That's why we were doing it. So these little things. So no matter how small it is, no matter what's going on. And then if you're at a point where you can't, you sit your children down or whomever. And I've done it with my kids already. So this year, Mom is not going to buy you any gifts because I don't have the money to do it. Because this is what happened. This is what's going on in the business. And this is what's going on with Mom. And she can go get a job and I can give you all the gifts you want. But I'm not going to do that because that's not how my life goes. And this is what we're doing. And everybody, not right away, but the kids told me later they appreciate it because I didn't pretend. I tell them that it wasn't there. I didn't pretend. Dad is going to buy you something because just us here. So both of us would buy them gifts. Dad's going to buy you something. And he says, "Caren, I can put your name on it." But I don't want to feel that pressure. I don't want him to feel that way. I want him to know that there's life, and sometimes I wouldn't have enough, and it's okay. I'm still their mom and I still love them. I just don't have the money to do the thing they want right now. And I'm not making up for it because I don't know that I'm making up for it. I'm going to give you what I'm going to give you the new year, not making up for what happened last year because I don't have it. I'm not doing that. I'm not letting you hold that expectation or holding me hostage in your mind that mom is going to give me 3 gifts because last year she didn't give me one. No, you just didn't get one last year. You're getting what I'm giving you this year. I'm not making anything up. And it's real life. So you get part of what life is. This happens.
I think that is a really good lesson for both parties.
Yeah. You have to talk to your kids. Your kids want you to talk to them more than anything else, even when they don't want to hear it. That's something my daughter told me. She says, Mom, you told me a lot of things that I never want to hear, but I'm glad you made me listen. Because I can understand, and I got a daughter. I want to be able to talk with her. If you weren't allowing me to see you, not be in the position of, and not pretending that you are, and put it on the card, because I knew you had a card and you could put it on the card, but you're like, I'm not putting cards on my Christmas gift as a Christmas gift. I'm just not doing it. This is what we're doing. And this is how we're doing it. You could figure out whatever you want. I'm not giving you a specific gift. I think it's 2 years when I started my company, it was, doing what it needed to do. I made pajamas and I gave everybody was dressed in pajamas, and that was your gift. I said, you're not getting anything else. That's my gift to you. And when I didn't have, I also said that I didn't have because, the year I paid, I had so much expenses that we need to cover. Certain expenses are more important than just giving you a gift. Not like you're not important, but food on the table, shelter, car to carry you from A to B. I got you in things. We can do a gift.
I want people to get a perspective about these holidays. Christmas lasts about 20 minutes for kids.
Right.
And then you're over it.
Yeah.
And we spend all this time trying to make 20 minutes out of the entire year look magical. There's nothing wrong with that, but if it's going to cause a crisis, a financial crisis, then you really need to re-examine that because it's stealing your peace.
Exactly. That's why I'm so happy at Christmas, because I love to clean. I love to clean. So clean is not a problem for me. Even when I have people come in and clean, I did my general because I like it. And so I set aside time to do that. I set aside time to bake and cook because it's my joy. If it's not your joy, don't be fighting up yourself with it. This is my joy. I made curtains. I did a lot of things in my home, but those things are not this is over time. I make things. So now every Christmas I could change my curtains because I've made several pieces, and so they just get recycled. And I would do that for like 10 years straight without sewing again because I've been doing it. So you come, you see my home and look really beautiful. And you're like, oh no, I didn't went out and just shop crazy for Christmas. I'm not doing that. I'm not that kind of a person. So I'm not doing it. But I love what I love, so I work towards that in segments. All right, last but not least, what parts of you are satisfied with distraction? Because people get comfortable. And when you're comfortable with the distraction. It is serving you. It makes you feel a certain way. It makes you feel like you're the best friend to that person. It makes you feel like you're the best parent to that child. It makes you feel like you're the best grandma. Or you're the best business person because you were able to just hop on a call with them and you could just do this. If you're a bookkeeper, if you're a coach, no, the time is set. And if there's an emergency, you can email me and I'll deal with it. But I'm not jumping and doing things because I've got these times all set up and all set out, right? I always ask people, is this an emergency? If not, can I get back to you? I'm in the middle of something. And that's something could just be me braiding my hair. I know my kids just said, Mommy, you just braiding your hair. I'm in the middle of the biggest client here, me. And then somebody's calling to tell me that I could have gone to the salon and the braid could have taken less time. Why am I wasting time braiding my hair? Because I get to spend time with me. And I enjoy it. I do the joy things for myself. I watch a lot of movies. I laugh a lot. This is what I want to do. But maybe it's not your joy spot, which is okay. Yes. So I don't want to be distracted there.
Wow.
It's not about saving the money. It's that I
So,
want to do this.
so distractions can also be interruptions, is
Yes.
what I hear
And
you
it's part
saying.
of interruption. It is. Because think about this, Terry. If you're doing something and I call you and you stop to talk to me and you had on a pot of rice, it could either burn or boil over because you're
Ooh,
distracted because
yes,
I call you and my problem seems so important and pressing that I forgot I was boiling rice.
exactly. Well, my thing is, you know what? If I do not answer the phone, it's been my experience that people make another call.
Uh-huh. See what I mean?
And and time can walk some situations down.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very
So
much.
they
You
either
don't
find
have
it.
to answer each call. You
Mm-mm.
just don't have to answer each call. And you, if you, and especially if you're easily distracted, for the people who my daughter have ADHD, so those are very distracting things for her. You know that you need to turn your phone off when you come to eat because if you hear a ping, you're going to look at it. And if you walk away, you mightn't come back to your dinner. So therefore, you can't encourage that for
Mhm.
yourself. You're not anybody else, just for yourself. And you got to set some boundaries when it's dinner time, not to get up off the table. When it's meditation time, people can't come in the room because you're just having this quiet time for yourself. I mean, even if you're sitting and staring at a wall, you haven't read the Bible yet, or you hasn't started talking to God yet, but you're just allowing yourself to calm down, to be in the spirit of just taking in what the Lord might want to speak to you about, or you want to talk to Him about. Maybe that's what you're doing. You don't want anything to distract you. You don't want to be doing that. So these are things you want to pay attention to. And as I say, everything that you do for you crosses over into your business. If you're distracted in you, your business is a heap of distractions.
Mhm.
Nothing is getting lined up. Everything that feels like it takes long to do in your business takes long because you're not taking the time to do the one thing that needed to be done right now. If all you needed to do is set up a sales funnel, do not worry about all the people who's making money. Just set up a sales funnel. That's it. Then come back and have all the steps. Once people get through the funnel, what happens next? And
Mm,
then write that out and get that done. If you're
mm.
building a product and you don't know how, start with where, sit down and dream it up. Then go do it. And you're going to screw it up royally. I was cutting a backpack as a gift for somebody who asked me to. And I know what I want in my mind. Eyes, part of me know what I wanted to do, but a pattern wasn't presenting itself, I'll say, right away. And so I cut about 2 patterns and I could see where I could make it work, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I got rid of the 2 patterns and I sat myself down. I took 2 days off and then I went back to the pattern and said, oh, I know what I'm missing, but some part of me is afraid I wouldn't do it right. So I didn't want to waste the pattern paper. And that was what was stopping me. And so I went back now, roll out the pattern paper. And once I admit what was happening, I move forward. I cut the pattern. It more pieces than I thought. So maybe that was on my brain as well. But the pattern is made, the fabric is cut. She's going to get the bag by next Monday.
Mhm.
It's going to be fine. But what I had to do in that scene, I had to not let my daughter come into the office, told my mom she can't be knocking on the door, distraction. And
Mhm.
are you going to, no, I'm not watching anything. When I'm done what I'm doing, then I'll come up and watch something with you guys. I'm not watching anything. But it's 7. We like to watch and watching it. You have to be able to do that, even when in part of you, because me and my mom hang a lot. So part of me is like, maybe I should. And then I stick my head and I said, I could, mom, but I'm not doing it because I want to get this done. And she's like, yeah, I understand. But sometimes we need to vocalize it because the person will understand, but we will penalize ourselves that we can't do it.
We're running it through our minds while we're trying to work on it
Yes. So,
because we haven't addressed it
mm-hmm.
verbally
Yes.
so that we can put that to rest
Yes.
and focus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
What
Vocalize.
a great subject, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
Distractions. Don't get distracted.
Don't get distracted.
Address,
Stay in your
address
lane. Do the things
mm,
you set out to do. Don't get distracted because people's going to try to distract you.
Oh my
Even
God.
for the good, even for the good, even for the good, if it takes you out of where you need to be, you got to leave it alone.
There you go. Now, Coach Karen, while I'm talking about this, I would like for you to put in the private chat the link to your YouTube channel,
Yes,
because
I
I
will.
want everybody to know that Coach Karen's got a brand new YouTube channel and that we are excited and we want you to sign up and subscribe so
Yes.
to help build the numbers. We're building numbers for 2026.
Yep.
And hopefully he's doing all kinds of great things.
Yes, we will be.
It's exciting. I've been looking at it. And so, oh, I see it. We've got it here. So let me
Yeah.
go here and let me share my screen, because I found this really a joy to watch as she builds this,
Yeah. We got a lot of exciting things coming.
as she builds this YouTube channel. And
Yes.
guys, can you see that?
Yeah.
Coach Karen, coach, teacher, and product vlogs.
Yes.
And I mean, because Coach has a lot of talents and a lot of skills. And so you're going to see recipes, you're going to see information about fitness, and how to work through some mindset stuff. I am just so happy, proud, and excited for you,
Thank
Coach.
you. Thank you.
Yes. So, guys, do me a favor. Don't get distracted.
Mhm.
Okay, and forget to go over here and support Coach Karen. She comes in every week and she pours into us. Come on, let's be supportive. We love you, Coach, and we want you to know that. So,
Thank
guys,
you.
I'm going to put the link in the
Yeah.
comments for those of you who will be watching on the replay, so that you can excuse me, so that you can find that. And let me go down here to where the private chat is and copy that. And I'm going to put it in the comments so that you can find her YouTube. No excuses. And sign up and support Coach Karen. Coach, we love you, and we just want you to know that we're so excited about what you got coming for us for 2026. You always
Me
have
too. Me too.
such a great lineup, and so we look forward to that. And guys, we want you to know, if you're looking to become a part of BizChicks, we would love for you to join BizChicks simply by texting biz to 33777, or you can go to our website, bizchicks.net. We'd love to share with our community what it is you do and how you serve. Have a great day, Coach. We love you. Thank you so much for what you do. And guys, don't get distracted. Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.